Good morning. Hello, hello. How are we? Welcome to our Wednesday workout. So today we have, let's see, what have we got? We have 3 sets as usual, 3 moves in each set and 3 rounds, and they're all around about 40 seconds. 40-second intervals, yeah. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm-up straight away. So let's start with our cat-cow. So hands and knees on the mat. Let's get into it. So we're going to pull the navel up towards the spine, curve that spine, drop the head, and then drop the spine and lift the head. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We're feeling a nice stretch in the back here. Maybe even as far down as the hamstrings as you lift your head. Very good. All right. And we'll stand up and do an arm hug. So we're just swinging our arms across our bodies. One arm on top, then the other arm on top. Stretching out those back muscles and the chest muscles. Brilliant. Alternating the arms. Keeping the navel pulled into the spine here and relax. All right, and we'll just do some arm circles then. Small arm circles to start. Nice big circles, really rotating these shoulders. Nice opening up of the shoulders there. And backwards, small circles to begin with. Nice big circles then. Again, really opening up these shoulders. Very good. All right, so the next move we're going to do is a good morning. So before we start this good morning, let's just look at our core engagement. Okay, so first of all, we'll start at the top of the head. We want the head to be tall, as if you're a puppet suspended on a string here. The head is tall, the chin is tucked in, the shoulders are back and down. And what we can often do in life, generally, is we can actually be standing a bit like this. I'm exaggerating it now, but we actually can be, and it's caused by, sedentary lifestyles, sitting down too much. So when we stand up, we're not actually standing up straight. So what we want to do is, instead of being like this, we want to snap those hips forward by pulling the navel into the spine and tilting that pelvis, right? Then you engage your glutes, pull the navel in, and then we go into a good morning, which is pushing those hips backwards, feeling a really good stretch in the hamstring, and then snapping the hips forward again, pulling that navel in, engaging the glutes. Okay? We'll do a few of these. Great big stretch along the hamstrings. And snapping those hips forward. Okay, that's enough. That's a warm-up done. So we're going to do a deadlift to start with. Just straightforward deadlift, no row involved. Pick up your heaviest weight. If you're not new, if you're new, you can go with lighter weights. And we're going to get started straight away. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Same as a good morning, except we're holding weight. So push the hip back and then snap the hips forward, squeezing the glutes and engaging the core. So we've got 40 seconds here in total. And we're going to be doing 3 rounds of this set. So hips backwards and snapping them forward. We're using the glutes here. You feel a stretch in your hamstrings. As soon as you feel that stretch, push the hips forward, engage the glutes. 10 seconds to go. Our arms really aren't working. They're just loosely holding the weights, touching off the legs as we push the hips back. And rest. Okay, that's brilliant. Sometimes it's good to just do the straightforward move and not the compound move. But now we're going to do a dumbbell pullover. And we're going to start it straight away. So lie down, take a nice weight, medium to heavy, and start like this. Bring the weight back over the head and straight up. Excuse me. We're working our triceps here. Now, if you want to, you can lift your knees up and extend your legs as you're doing this. Really trying to keep the back touching the mat. 10 seconds. Brilliant. But the main focus is on the upper body here. And rest. Well done. Okay, so the next move is a standing back fly. So light weights for this. I'm using my 5 kgs. Again, we're going to get into that deadlift position where our hips are pushed back. And now we have our 2 weights in front of us and we're going to raise them up, arms straight. Relatively straight, not 100%. You still need to maintain control. They're not locked out. Excuse me. 20 seconds to go here. Keep those hips pushed back, feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings. And we're trying to pull the shoulder blades together. So squeezing those shoulder blades together as you lift the weights and rest. So they're the first 3 moves. And we're going to keep going and do another 2 sets of that. So get ready for the deadlift. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Push the hips back, feel a stretch in the hamstring, snap the hips forward, keeping the navel pulled into the spine as you snap those hips forward. Very good. Really working the lower back and the glutes here. Ten seconds. Going down the front of the leg almost as far as the shin, really. And rest. Well done. All right. So pull over with the leg extension coming up. If you feel like doing the leg part, you don't have to. And go. Really good compound move here. We want to focus on lifting a heavy enough weight. I've got my 10 kg here because I want to really work my triceps. You could use 2 5 kgs either, 2 light weights. It's kind of easier to hold the one weight like this. Really working that core as well. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Standing back fly coming up again. All right, get ready. We're going to push those hips backwards like we did for the deadlift and go. Squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Keeping the navel pulled into the spine. Knees are soft. Push those hips back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Well done. 15 seconds. Excellent. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So we've got that whole set coming up one more time. Deadlift to start. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips are going backwards, snapping them forwards. Keeping the spine in neutral. Arms, hands are loosely holding the weights. You're really working the glutes here and the lower back. 15 seconds to go. 10. Keep that spine in neutral, don't bend it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Pull over again. Get ready. Tuck that back into the mat. Lift the weight up over the chest, Knees if you're using your legs, and go. Let the weight go right down to the mat or the ground. Really work those triceps. Well done, 15 seconds. Crunch right in with the knees and the arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Standing back fly for the last time. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. 40 seconds here. Pushing those hips back, keeping the navel pulled into the spine. Spine is in neutral. Working the back here now quite a bit today. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. 15 seconds to go. This is how we get strong backs. Stops us curving, keeps our posture good. And rest. Well done. 30 seconds rest. Take a drink. And we'll move on to the next set. So, what have we got coming up next? The first one, again, is another back move, and it's going to be the bent over row. Straightforward bent over row, just on its own, okay? So I would use heavy weights here. Let's see how we get on with the heavier weights, but it's up to you. All right, so we're going to get into that deadlift position just one more time and push those hips back, let the hands hang loose, and row. So you can go whenever you're ready. I've got my 10 kgs here and it's not too bad. Again, we're actually working our glutes in this position and our lower back as well as our upper back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the navel pulled into the spine. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay. Let's see what we've got coming up next. Oh yeah, so we have our tricep kickback coming up next. So again, we're going to lean forward. Lean our hips back. Bring our elbows up and do tricep kickback. This is so much harder than it looks if you're lifting. Even light weights, it can be very challenging. Really squeezing those triceps. 15 seconds to go. 10. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, push-ups. We have to keep practicing our push-ups to make sure that we're getting stronger at them, okay? Get ready, kneeling push-up, 3, 2, 1, and go. Hands are directly under the shoulders, fingers are spread nice and wide apart, navel's pulled into the spine, glutes are engaged, dropping the chest to the mat, and straight back up again. 40 seconds of this, we've already done 20. Keep those glutes engaged, keep the hips pushed forward. Don't want the hips sticking out like this. Keep them engaged. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, more tricep work there and chest. All right, so back to the row again. Get ready with your heavy weights. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go with a row. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, The stronger our backs, the better our posture. Same with the core. If you've got strong muscles in your back, they hold your shoulders open, stop you from curving forward. 15 seconds to go. Keep going here. Gets harder. Three, two, one, and rest. Well done. All right. Tricep kickbacks. Coming up again. Get ready. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure that the elbows are nice and high to start with. I'm actually going to switch my weights here. It's okay to use light weights. These triceps are tiny muscles. 10 seconds, keep going. Squeezing those triceps. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Push-ups. So the push-ups are using the triceps as well, which is why they might get a little bit fatigued here. Get ready for the push-up. Hands under the shoulders. If your triceps get tired, move your hands outside the edges of the mat. And go. 40 seconds here. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the navel pulled into the spine. Use those chest muscles here. Snap those hips forward. Drop the chest right down to the mat if you can. If you're finding this hard, you can do it against the wall, standing up. Or you can do a floor press. Excellent, guys. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Brilliant. All right, one more round of that. I better open the door for this one. It's getting hot in here. Okay. Back to our rows. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. You want to lift those wrists right up to the body, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the navel pulled into the spine. 20 seconds, keep going. See, these are simple moves, but it's hard. Simple, but not easy. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. All right. Tricep kickbacks, light weights. Get ready. Push that bum back. Bring the elbows up and go. Tricep kickbacks. Squeeze in those triceps. Even your lightest weight will be challenging here. Lower those weights slowly. Don't just let them fall down. 15 seconds, keep going, keep going. No more bingo wings around here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. That was tough. All right, push up. Let's do it. We're putting the reps in today. Simple as that. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1. Push those hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and go. Keep the navel pulled into the spine. Keep those glutes engaged. If your arms are hurting, push them out a little bit. Don't drop the head here. Keep it in line with the spine. 15 seconds to go. Keep going. We're at the end now of this set. Three, two, one. Well done. That was excellent. All right, 30 seconds rest now. Grab a drink if you need it. Take some deep breaths. And we'll get started on the last set. All right, so what have we got coming up here? We have got dead bug for the first move. We'll just start there and keep going from there. You can use weights here if you want, you don't have to. So we're going to start straight away into our dead bug. Knees are up in the air, arms are up in the air, with or without a weight. Extend one arm and the opposite leg. Nice and straight with the arms if you can. Brilliant. I'm actually going to switch my weights because they're a bit light. Keep going, 15 seconds to go. Keep the back tucked into the mat. And relax. Well done. Okay, so just a straightforward crunch coming up. We don't do these often, but they're good to do every now and again. So we're going to start straight away. Hands are beside the head, the sides of the head. We're going to just crunch up and down, lifting our head up towards the ceiling and lifting our shoulders off the mat. If your neck is sore, you can put your hands behind your head. Very good. Working the upper abs here. And rest. Well done. And the last move is a glute bridge. So we're going to take a heavy weight. I'm actually using a light weight today because I've got a sore hamstring. But we'll just use a weight on our hips and we're doing a straightforward glute bridge. So here we go. Lift those hips nice and high and lower. Keep that navel pulled into the spine. Don't overarch the back. Lifting the hips, using the glutes. And a little bit of the hamstring. 15 seconds to go. Keeping that navel pulled into the spine. Don't flare the ribs. Keep the ribs nice and low. And we're lifting the hips by squeezing those glutes and pushing the hips as high as you can. And rest. Well done. So that's a lovely little core set. We're going to do that again from the start with the dead bug, starting with the dead bug. So get ready. Tuck that back into the mat. That's the first thing we need to do. Then we lift the knees up, arms up, and go with the dead bug. You can extend one arm and the opposite leg together, keeping the arm relatively straight and the leg, straightening the leg as well. Keeping the back tucked into the mat. That's the hardest part. Ten seconds, keep going. Adding weights to your core moves is phenomenal for increasing progressive overload and adding intensity. And rest. Well done. All right, crunch again coming up. So knees, feet are on the mat. Back is tucked in again. Just wriggle into the mat, so make sure your back is nice and tucked in there. And go with a crunch. So you're just looking up to the ceiling, pointing your head right up and lifting your shoulders off the mat. If you wanted to make this harder, you could lift your legs up. But there's no need to do that. And rest. And last move, glute bridge again. But it's not the last move of the day, last move of the set. Okay, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. Lifting the hips as high as you can. You can do this without weight if you want. Totally up to you. But usually we do use heavy weights for this one. Really working those glutes. We've done a lot of glute work today, which is brilliant. You'll feel it after today. Tomorrow or the next day, you might have a little bit of tightness in the lower back and the glutes. So just make sure to do lots of nice stretches. We'll do some after this workout. Forward folds, things like that to stretch out the lower back and the glutes. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. All right, dead bug again. Last round, I think. Get ready. Tuck that back into the mat. Straight up with the arms, straight up with the knees, and go. This is probably my favorite core move. Weighted dead bug. Really focus on keeping that body stable. Arms straight, leg extended. Keeping the back tucked into the mat. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Okay, crunch. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, tuck the back in and crunch. Pointing the nose right up to the ceiling. Lifting those shoulders off the mat. We're pointing up as opposed to down towards our knees for this. Ten seconds, keep going. Last time. And rest. Well done. Get ready for a glute bridge. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and lift those hips nice and high and lower. Slowly lower. So up fast, down slowly. Squeezing those glutes, going as high as you can with the hips, higher than you think you can. 15 seconds to go. Pressing into the heels. Good strong glutes. And relax. Well done. All right, so we're going to do a nice cool down now. We really need to stretch out those lower back and glute muscles at the end of this workout. So well done. That's the Wednesday work done. We're going to stand at the back of the mat now and take a big breath in. Raise the arms up as high as they'll go. Stretch as high as you can. Push those hips forward. Feel a nice stretch in the abs. And slowly, slowly forward fold. One vertebrae at a time. Let the head hang down loose. And really let yourself hang here. So let the head get heavy and let it drag your body down. Feel a nice stretch in those glutes and hamstrings. Maybe shake your head around a little bit. Feel those vertebrae coming apart. And just with every exhale, try to lower your body a little bit more.
You don't have to have your legs dead straight. And if your hands are reaching the mat, great. If they're not, bend your legs so they'll reach the mat, and then walk your hands forward into downward dog. Push the hips up and back. Lean down with the heels so you can get a really good stretch in those calf muscles. Really want to lean down with those heels. Now you get a nice stretch all the way down the back of the body. Glutes, hamstrings, calves. And now slowly we're going to bring those hips forward and lower the whole body this time to the mat. Whole body, the hands are still there under the shoulders, and we're going to push into the hands to lift ourselves into cobra rather than dropping into it. Let those hips hang as low as they'll go. Sometimes you can just go with your elbows on the mat and go like this. Just with the hands flat and the elbows on the mat. That's still a nice stretch in the abs. But if you feel like you can come up a little bit more, stretch out those abs. That's perfect. And then we're gonna slowly bring the heels back into child's pose. Bring the hips back into child's pose. Sit the bum onto the heels. Stretch the hands as far forward as you can. Again, we're stretching the lower back here and the hamstrings. So sit right into those heels to stretch the hamstrings. Stretch the arms as far forward as you can. With this, we're stretching the triceps and the upper back muscles. And now we're going to bring the hands to one corner of the mat, stretching out the opposite lower back. And then we're going to switch to the other corner of the mat. Great big stretch here for the hamstrings, the lower back, the arms, that whole chain from the top corner of the mat to the bottom opposite corner. And we're done. Well done, guys. Wednesday workout, done and dusted. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Well done.